Hi and welcome back. Today I wanted to share the setup of my June Coco DC insert, and I know we are approaching the end of the month, and yeah, I know it's a bit late, but it's been such beautiful weather, and if you're Swedish, sunshine doesn't come plenty here, so you better enjoy it while it lasts, and that's what I've been trying to do. So, back to what I'm doing here. Okay, this month I just really felt like I wanted to change the cover out because this paper, this is something that I want to look at every day when I open my planner up. And I just think it's so beautiful, both on the what will be the front of the cover and on the inside of the cover. So, and I'm making things easy for myself this time, so I don't make a crease in the middle before punching holes and stuff, because usually I tend to go like a little bit on the side, or and it looks a bit weird, I guess you could say. So I'm actually waiting with that until it's all sewn together, which I'm doing here. The very, very hard stewing. I'm not a seamstress, as you can see, so this anyone can do. You just poke a couple of holes, and then you grab a bit of some sort of thread that you like, and then a needle, and you're good to go. Yeah, so I'm going to make the creasing here, and this way the little seam ends up on the actual, what is it called? Like the back of the the insert? Well, it ends up in the right place. So if you look at the quotes and stuff in this insert, you might find that the letters do seem a bit familiar, at least if you've been a subscriber for a while, or if you're a new subscriber and you've gone back to look at like all of the kids prior to this one. And that is because in November for planner nerds and for October for memory keeping people, there was a stamp set that I think Arlie designed. It feels very Arlie. And those alphas are the same, so I decided to use them to mark out my days. And I'm only using one letter because, you know, most people know what M stands for in a weekly overview, and it's kind of, I mean, the date kind of gives out the Tuesday and Thursdays, at least they do for me, so yeah. So I decided to use them, and I think this was actually someone in the Coco DC Planner Fans group on Facebook who pointed that out. If you're not a member of that group yet, you should really make sure to join. You don't have to be a subscriber to join us. As long as you answer the questions you get upon requesting to join, you will be accepted, because we're nice people, right? Anyways, and that group is so much fun. We share a lot of inspiration, and we talk about the kits, and not only the kits, but also like what kind of planners we use and what kind of systems we use, and we have just a ton of discussions in there, and it's such a nice place. It's very welcoming and nice. I really like it in there. It's like home on Facebook. So please join us if you're not a member yet. And I've learned one of the many lessons I have to learn about stamping, and that is that I use one of the inserts from the personal pages as sort of a protection sheet in between my pages when I stamp, so that the ink will have time to dry up a bit, because believe it or not, I have smeared plenty in my days when it comes to stamping. If you've gone back to look at my setup videos, you might notice sort of a pattern there. So I've started to use the daily pages just as sort of some sort of protection. You know, it won't protect me from the smearing on my fingers or the ink, not the ink pad, hopefully, or that has happened too, I think. Anyways, I'm terrible when it comes to stamping. I do think it's a lot of fun, and I really like how it looks, like these really black and bold and sort of edgy looking stamps against this very feminine and floral and flowy and, you know, not girly, but feminine, I think is the word here. But I love that contrast between those two looks. It just works for me. And oh, I've begun with stickers now. I'm almost finished with my date stickers. As a friend of habit, I use my round date stickers to mark out my days, and I'm actually making it a bit longer than I need to because I don't really know when I'll get my kit. I still am waiting for my July kit, actually. Thank you, Swedish Postal Service. Anyways, I'm making a monthly overview because I really feel like I wanted to have a bigger one, and because it's a lot of fun to make them. So I've marked. Sorry, my English is just not as good as it should be. Anyways, I've marked out how much space each day needs and where the month needs to go because of dates and stuff. So I don't have to count on camera because that takes a lot of time. But each and every square is 4 by 4 in dots counted, I think you could say, or like space. Anyways, they are 4 by 4. They are very square and they work. And then I'm using the day stickers from the planner add-on because I think they are so cute and they make me happy to look at. So, and as you can see, again, I'm learning my lessons still. So I start from the middle of the spread and then work my way out, because that way, like the little flaps of the, do you call them flaps? I don't know. The little pointy things of the day stickers go on top of the one next to it instead of going underneath. I think that looks neater, but that's just me. And then I'm just scribbling the the dates. It was very hard to talk today. And I'm stamping out June. And then I go to the beginning of my inserts to prepare for my goals section. I feel like it's been very valuable to have this here. And even if I don't, follow up on all of my goals because life happens, it's been very nice to have like a something to aim for each and every month. And sometimes it's more practical things that actually needs to get done. But it feels nicer to have them as goals. Yeah. Oh, and just because it's summer, I really felt like I needed to do a bucket list because I think they are also kind of fun. They are more not goals, but it would be fun to have time to do all of these cute things or fun things. Not necessarily cute. I don't know where the cute came from. Anyways. So we have this dashboard from the dashboard add-on. Then I just cut it down to size and I will glue it in later on. Because now it's time for one of my favorite parts, which is tabs. I just love adding in the tabs, and I as you can see, I have placed them in a nice little row so that they will, be placed in the right order, because I like to have them so that they look pleasing to the eye when I look at them, on the top, and so that they match the page that they go on. I know this is I guess this is kind of nerdy, And now you will see why I didn't glue down that dashboard from the get-go. And that is because I felt like, as this is right next to the monthly overview, I didn't think it would look cute to have like two tabs on the same spread. So instead I'm placing the tab onto the dashboard, and then I'm gluing the dashboard to the page. And here, as you might not know, I was planning to use another tab, but this worked. This was fine too. Even if I was a bit mad at myself, but you know, it's perfectly imperfect, which is fine too. No, I'm not a perfectionist. Never. I would never, ever admit to being a perfectionist. I just, have my ideas on how I want things. Just as easy as that. And then I use the tab stickers. I think those are just brilliant. I love them. And the ones that are left you can actually use in your planner because they are such a nice size, especially if you're in a minidori. And before placing the last little tab, I need to prepare my, what would you call it, social media planner, because, I have a few things that I need to plan for. Not a huge amount of things, but, a couple of things. I want to have some sort of idea on when to post videos on here, and I'm doing something fun next weekend, for example, or this weekend. So yeah, and it's nice to have a visual of that as well. And here the tab actually serves a multi-purpose, and that is both to find it easy, obviously, but it's also to pull the insert out of the pocket that I'm making. To create a pocket, I'm using a bit of packaging, and I'm just gluing it in with my Tombow double-sided tape. And I know you can see the tape, but it won't bug me because the monthly overview will be in its pocket most of the time. And I did find that it was a bit hard to tuck it in, so I opened up one of the sides with my scissors. Just as a quick FYI, I found that the plastic was a bit on the flimsy side, so I decided to add a tab sticker, and to me that gave the right amount of stability, so it's usable. When I'm finished with this section, I'm going to finish off my menu planning for the month, and I'm making it easy for myself. So I'm using a couple of sticky notes from Freckled Fawn, and they say yummy schedule, and then you have like Monday through Sunday on one sticky note, and when you're done with a week, you just rip it off and it's done. I just love it. It's nice when you find quick and easy tips for your planning. If you do, you should use them. And another little tip from me is that if you sign up for a subscription for Cocoa Daisy Kits, and you mention my name, you will get a $10 off a purchase of at least $20 in the Cocoa Daisy store. It's not valid for subscriptions or for sales items, but hey, it's nice to have a little extra to spend in the store, right? As you can see, I'm moving into my traveler's notebook. This month I'm using a Webster's Pages in stripy pink, and I was actually leaning towards the mustard, but then I got a bit unsure, so I asked you guys on Instagram and you decided on this one, and I'm so happy you did because it's so nice together with this month's kit. And if you have seen some of the sneaks that Christine has posted for the August kit, then the mustard will be just perfect for that kit. Not that I can't use the same planner for, a couple of months. I have done that before, but I just feel like I really need to use the planners that I do have. I use my planner pretty much every day. I use it as a wallet, as my planner. I use it for pretty much anything and everything in my life. And I have this card holder from Hobonichi that I used. It was a couple of years back, I believe. But I decided that I should try to see if it fit into my pocket-sized traveler's notebook, and it did. It fit like a glove. So I'm so excited about that, because this means I can fit in tons and tons of stickers and cards, and like it's got so much storage. I'm just over the moon. So happy. Huge tip from me. And this setup is coming to an end. I'm just so happy that you wanted to follow along. And if you want to see more, please consider subscribing, and take care till the next time. Bye.